Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's Egal talks about. We're back again with another video. Today, I need to ask you guys some questions. First things first, would you sell Gabriel Martinelli, and how much would you sell him for? That is one of the discussions we need to have today. The other discussion is Arsenal absolutely smashed PSV, so we are now going to be going into the next round. Who would you rather face as an Arsenal fan? Would you rather face Atletico Madrid or would you rather face Real Madrid? Let's discuss that in this video also. And then the final thing, we're going to look through some of the transfer news. We're going to look through some of the other news going around Arsenal. But before we go any further, do we have another big game player on our hands in Ethan Nwaneri? He's under the age of 18, and he's still showing us levels above everybody else in how clutch he can be. Martin Odegaard might be back, or am I over exaggerating? All these things plus more on today's video. Let's get this show started. You already know what it is. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and you know how we start the videos. Bang. People, what's going on? It's Egal Talks About. We're back again with another video. Arsenal's captain Martin Odegaard has been named as one of the Champions League Players of the Week, potentially. So we're going to talk about this. Let's just go through some of the news around Arsenal. So Arsenal's Martin Odegaard has been nominated for one of the Players of the Week for the Champions League. With his performance, 2 goals and assists. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to Alisson after his heroics for Liverpool yesterday. Arsenal Player of the Month for the month of February has gone to Ethan Nwaneri. He has stepped up big time for Arsenal this month and fully deserves everything that he's getting at this moment in time. Shout out to Ethan for winning. Shout out to Ethan for winning Arsenal Player of the Month for that month. Also, PSG remain keen to sign Joshua Kimmich, as 2 other clubs. So Arsenal are still in the race for Joshua Kimmich, considering him as an option, such as Zubimendi. But a contract extension with Bayern Munich is also a possibility. So keep yourselves monitoring this situation with the whole situation with Joshua Kimmich. Arsenal could potentially be a serious player for Joshua Kimmich in the foreseeable future. Of course, Ethan Nwaneri this season has already gotten 8 goals in all competitions. That just goes to show you how much of a goal scoring threat he is. And I do think he might be more of a winger than an actual striker at this moment in time. Arsenal will have Anthony Taylor as the referee for the Man United game. I'm looking forward to that. We'll start talking about that in a little bit. Arsenal this season have had a really good run in the Champions League. Think about it. We've only lost we've only not won. We've only had 2 games where we haven't won in the Champions League this season. So it's been a really good Champions League run. And off the back of smashing PSV the way that we did, the question now is, who would you rather face, Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid? But before we get into that, also we have to talk about Miles Lewis, Skelly, Ethan Nwaneri. We got ourselves 2 gems, and Chelsea fans trying to claim them as if they're Cobham graduates. These guys left Cobham at 5 years old. Cobham has fallen off if you guys are trying to claim 5 years old players as Chelsea graduates. That is ridiculous. Now, before we go any further, let me just see if I can find any more news. We've already spoke about Partey. We've already spoken about everything else. So yeah, let's get into the next part of the video. In case you guys don't know, there are some rumors about players potentially leaving, some other stuff about other things. But before we go any further, first thing I want to talk about is, who would Arsenal fans rather play? Who would Arsenal fans rather play? Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid? I did a poll on Twitter, and it got over 327 comments on this poll, and a large majority said Real Madrid. Now, there could be rivals messaging in here also. Is probably rivals, not just Arsenal fans who message, but who would I rather play between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid? Personally, I want to avoid Real Madrid as much as possible. Even though Arsenal have a good record versus Real Madrid, that was back in 2006 when we still had Henry and we had a really good team. Now we have a really good team now defensively, but either team, who is going to give us more of a problem? Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid? Real Madrid have the attack. Their defense is kind of shaky this season. Atletico Madrid, they've actually been really good offensively, and either team that we get, we're not going to be the favorites. We're going to be the underdogs. Atletico Madrid have been really good this season. So have Real Madrid, and whatever team we get, they're going to be the favorites to go through. But I think if we get Real Madrid second leg away or Atletico Madrid second leg away, whichever one it is, we're going to have to go into that second leg with a lead because it's going to be difficult to win away in those kind of grounds. Now, I know we just had the biggest win in Arsenal's history and Champions League history, 7-1 in a knockout round, but what's the chances that ever happens again? That was like 1 in a million opportunity to smash somebody in the Champions League. So you got to take that opportunity and run with it. But I personally would go against this, and I would try to play Atletico Madrid, even though they're a little bit more defensive and they're not as offensively stout as Real Madrid. I just don't want Real Madrid's game changers on the pitch against us in a game like that. They have Rodrigo, Mbappe, Valverde, so many players who can just win a game on their own. And who do we have? Ethan right now. That's really pretty much like the game changer that we have at this moment. But hopefully Martinelli and Bukayo Saka can be back for that tie in the second leg. Now, a lot of Arsenal fans have been getting at Thierry Henry. Yeah, Thierry Henry has been getting a lot of criticism. The reason why I would say he's been getting a lot of criticism is because of something he said right here. Listen to what he says right here.
For you, why is Salah never pulled his hamstring? Does he not play the same amount of games?
You think he's overworked?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm asking you a question. Why is Salah not pulling his hamstring?
Because
he's basically implying that he worries Arsenal can't create chances in recent games, and how come all these times in crucial moments we've had players injured. So he's concerned that the manager is the reason why these players are constantly injured, and he's concerned that the manager is the reason why we're not creating all these chances. And he has all these concerns about Arsenal, and TT has been going in on Arteta. He literally slammed him. This was a 4-minute segment where he's basically just voicing all his concerns going into the game versus PSV, even saying that the game, he thinks it's going to be quite difficult. And I think this is a ridiculous comment to say, why doesn't Mo Salah tear his hamstring, as if injuries, one, they have to do with the preparation of the player's body, and two, sometimes they can be freak accidents, and sometimes they can be due to overwork. I think Mo Salah, he's asked to do less than Bukayo Saka is during a game. You don't see Mo Salah tracking back as much. You don't see Mo Salah doing as much work off the ball as Bukayo Saka, so that might be a factor. But for people to take it to the level that they did with the Henry comments, like I seen one of my buddies, Mo, he went to the level of saying Henry is jealous of Arteta and the fact that he is still Arsenal manager, where it was like it went a little bit too far to the other side, where I was like, I don't think that was necessary, where people are going so hard on Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry is a club legend. Now, was he an elite coach? I don't think so. Was he a great coach? We don't know what he could do as a coach. But I think it's a fair question to ask why players are constantly getting injured. But at the same time, it's not fair to say, it's obviously people saying Arteta, people saying he's jealous of Arteta. He can criticize Arsenal. Doesn't necessarily mean he is against Arsenal. Like he may be coming from a negative perspective, but what he's saying is a fair criticism. I think he's fair to criticize Arsenal for having too many injuries, or question the tactics around creativity. But at the same time, with all the injuries we have, there needs to be a level of nuance and understanding that there is a reason why we have these players out. So long story short, I think Thierry Henry is not an issue. Yeah, he's a club legend, and people are going to have to understand that he's going to have, as a pundit, he's going to say what he says, but he's not going to protect the club and just sit there and tell us things that we want to hear 24/7. He's very blunt and straightforward, and when he has concerns, he's going to voice those concerns, be it something we don't like or we do like. Could he say things in a more positive manner? Could he maybe mention things when things are good? I hope he does, because sometimes I only see the negatives comments coming from Thierry Henry. Maybe he needs to make more positive comments because I don't see enough of those coming from him. But fair play to the people who have concerns about, to the people who are upset at Thierry Henry's comments. I think we need to just understand he's a pundit. He's gonna say things we don't like and things we do like. It's just gonna come with the thing. And I'm not gonna sit here and bash Thierry Henry for his comments, but fair play. And then finally, the final thing for today is none other than the rumor that Gabriel Martinelli. What would you value Gabriel Martinelli at? Because Barcelona are coming in for Gabriel Martinelli and they value him at 37 million. Yes, Gabriel Martinelli for 37 million. Barcelona are prepared to pay 37 million for Gabriel Martinelli. And I think 37 million for Gabriel Martinelli is a slap in the face. I think 37 million for Gabriel Martinelli is laughable. We should laugh them we should laugh them out of the friggin' boardroom. And the moment you see Fuchiches as the rumor, you just know is BS. So yeah, I would not sell Gabriel Martinelli for less than 60 million plus. This is a quality player. He's still very young. He has a lot of scope to grow. It makes no sense for us to sell him for that cheap. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Let me know what you guys thought about Gabriel Martinelli. Would you sell him for 37 million? Are you on Thierry Henry's side, or do you think he's a little bit too harsh on Arteta and Arsenal? Let me know what you guys think. And that is pretty much it. We'll catch you guys in the next video. You already know what it is. Who would you rather play, Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid? And I'm out. Peace.